Let's say you're live. Did I do it? I think I'm here. Rip to everybody watching this back. Sorry. Let's see. Is this working? Go to YouTube. Oh my god. It says I'm live. All right, it's working. Cool. I don't want to say bored. Woke up today, just kind of in a mood. I wanted to hang out. Wanted to catch up. Wanted to just kind of see what everybody's up to. And haven't done one yet for 2024. I kind of want to set a good precedent for Fizz TV 2024. I want to be a little more active. So, yeah, just gonna hang out. I'm actually going to be horrible at this actually for a second while I do the, share it on social media, that type of stuff. No, I don't need all that. Share, copy that link. All right, go over to Instagram. But how are you guys doing? I don't think anybody's in here, but how are you doing? You can answer it. Nobody's around. You're watching this back. Nobody's around. Answer it. How are you doing? How are you doing? Just kidding. No pressure. Let's see. Let me get this. All right. We're doing, I'm posting, I swear to God. 1 second. Now I'll actually start talking about stuff. I don't have too much to talk about. I don't have much to open today. Again, I just kind of wanted to touch base, hang out, see how you guys are doing. It's January, towards the end of January. Not much is going on right now, so bless. Thrilling stuff right here. It is good to see you too. I love you. It's midnight. What are you doing? It's 12. I know what I'm doing. What are you doing? How do I do this? God, I don't know how Instagram works. I'm too old for this. Don't know how any of this stuff works anymore. I tapped out at like 2013 era YouTube, being technologically, I don't know. I don't even want to say sound, just competent to a degree. Competent, I feel like, gives me a little too much credit too. Oh my lord. Let's add, what do I want to do here? Sorry, I'm trying to make this. I'm making a little post. I want it to look pretty. By the time I'm done with it, I'm going to be done streaming, so. Oh, perfect. I even found the song I wanted. We're so back. All right, here we go. Sounds good. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping in. All right, let me see if I can post this. Okay. All right, I'm gonna, what is this, 4 minutes? Been hanging out. So again, I hope y'all are doing well. It is super late. It's like midnight Saturday, crescendoing into Sunday. And I don't know, man. I don't know if anybody's up. I don't know if this is a good time to stream anything. I don't know. Because I just kind of wanted to hang out. So I do have like some stuff around here. And the first is this. I got a spare Ultimate Chucky head. So that's actually something that, while I'm here, let me see if I have. I do. So this here has the dude who sent it to me in a pizza face shipper. So I want to look at something on this, but yeah, I thought it was really fun. I got this to customize it because I could not bring myself to customize the only one that I owned. So I had to get a spare one, and I got this off eBay for pretty cheap. I mean, not like cheap, but like about the price of like the TOTS alternate head and hands, the pizza face and Tommy heads. So yeah, I had to snag myself a second stock one. I wanted to get like a full ultimate like doll, but I'm I got stuff to do. I've got bills to pay. I'm engaged, so I got to save for wedding. So I should be a little more responsible. But I was able to budget for some head right here to get this dude because I like the ultimate doll. I think this is good, and especially like the sculpt is so good. But where is he at? The eyes. I just want to find something that's less beady. I want something that I was talking to actually Jonathan JaffX05. I was talking to him last night about it and getting some ideas of like what type of eyes to. Oh god, I hit my mic. Sorry. Of what type of eyes to. Eyes to try. Because these are okay, but I want something with like a larger pupil. I want something that's more piercing. Because again, Child's Play 2 is so specific. And that's what we're going with this. There's a look that I've seen a few people do with this doll that comes out really good, and you don't have to do too much to it. And that is the mouth often gets left, but I tore that mouth out of there. I hate this mouth. That is one thing about this doll I don't like. I don't like these dirty, grubby, little itty bitty baby teeth. I do not like them. I think actually alone, like they're mostly fine because you can install them where they don't look like bad. Where you can see my problem with them is you can see the top of the gums for the front teeth. So that's what makes them look like baby teeth. They look like they just came in because you can see the gum line. But if you install them and push the bottom teeth up a little bit, I think it looks a little bit better. But again, I think the color of them, again, they look dingy. So I want these things to, I'm going to paint them, or I'm going to definitely paint these and sculpt some more teeth into them to kind of see how they look, to see how I can make them look. Color, like way shifted. But yeah, I think I want to look to see if I can't order like some actual dentures, or now I lost it. It's gone. That the professional rehaulers use, because yeah, this just I don't like this. But I did when I took this out, it actually popped off of the like eye moving system. So that was wow. My color is going all over the place here. Sorry about that. Holy yeah, did you see that? Look at that. Dang. Whoops. I'll have to look at that later. Oh, I think it's this light on my computer that's also helping rotate it. Can I? It's under a bunch of stuff. I'm not worried about that right now. It'll be a colorful show. We're just hanging out. I'm not a professional at this. I never pretended to be. But when peeling out the eye, I kept the socket because you're going to have to keep this to kind of install it back in. So I have to I was able to soften up most of the glue and get the glue off, but you'll see that there's like some flesh stuck to his eye socket still there. I had to get in there with an X-Acto and kind of slice it. And then same thing with the mouth. Right here has like a chunk of flesh still on it where I had to just kind of slice it off. And you don't notice it at all. Obviously, he has like these caverns on the inside. Oh, that is something I kind of noticed about the inside. When you look at it like this, he looks like a Mr. Meaty puppet. And I thought that was funny. And so where can you see it from in here? Yeah, you can see like a couple, like you can see like, I don't know if you can see it with my webcam, my shitty webcam. There's like some missing plastic where it kind of got gouged and like popped a little piece of piece of rubber out of it that like got sliced off from this. And again, like you can't tell it all. So I like how this looks. It still has the other eye in here. I've not ripped out the other eye. It's actually kind of hard to take this one apart because this is a spare one I got today. And the way the eye mechanism moved, I don't know if the guy who ordered this before ever moved those eyes, because they were like really stiff, but the moment they like moved for the first time, it felt really good. And I was like, I think it's a better eye mechanism than in the one that I've had for a while. So I thought about disassembling and customizing that one, but I decided against it, mostly because this one here, I don't know if this is a blemish out of the box or what. It kind of looks like it because it kind of the pinkish paint they use, but I do not think I'll get to pick this up. He's got a paint blemish. Yeah, you're just not going to be able to see right now. Wah, wah. Am I able to? Ooh, I know how I can get you to see it. This is going to be so horrible. This is the dumbest thing ever. Eh. There you go. You can faintly see it with the, oh god, it's destroying the webcam lens. This is the worst thing ever. This is art, actually. There we go. You can see this weird round blemish right there on the cheek. I don't know where that came from. Don't know why it has it. Don't know why that was the hardest thing ever to try and show it to you. Probably gave everybody on earth a fucking headache. But yeah, so when I saw that blemish there, I decided that we'll go ahead and customize this one, because I want to take a lot of that pink paint on his on his face off, because it just, again, it's cool. He looks nice, but he's too rosy for me. I want something a little tanner, like the pizza face. So we got him. Let me see here. His pieces, his freaking mouth and his teeth. Who's messaging me? It's Gary. All right. What else was I gonna? Oh, I was gonna take a look at this box. So the other thing, is there a way I can do this without knocking like shit over? The other thing that I kind of wanted to look at. So again, when I bought this spare head, the guy who sent it to me sent it in a pizza face box that was completely like not, how do I word this? He was in the box, but he was not nestled in the plastic. So he's just rattling around in there. He was delivered fine. He didn't have any blemishes outside of this thing I was trying to show you a minute ago. That, that didn't happen in shipping, I'm sure. So I thought that was pretty funny. And then he just sent it right back in the shipper. So I bet the guy who sold this had the ultimate Chucky. Thought this was fine, but then the moment he got the pizza face, he was like, I'm not going to put this back on it. So, but I'll give it a second life. We're going to make him look real nice, real Child's Play 2-ish. I've been thinking, honestly, about getting like a red wig, like not like, ginger red, but like kind of reddish, and trying to emulate like the mullet style hair that's on the poster for Child's Play 2. I haven't seen anybody do that though, and I don't think I have the fortitude to try and be the first to like go for that look specifically. I'm sure the people have, actually. I'm probably just not thinking about it immediately. But yeah, there's some really good methods that people use to make this guy look more Child's Play 2. One that I'm definitely going to adopt, I think, is opening up the eyes. I've seen somebody take the eyelids up here. I've seen people take this like eyelid down here. I'm thinking of taking that one down here out. And I think that'll just really open it up. I think it gives him a really kind of like creepy, wide-eyed stare look. So it's going to be fun to get this guy kind of customized. I have to figure out what to do with his mouth. But it's going to be fun. What they did, though, with this, again, that shipper box for... Oh, I don't drop it. The pizza face. They have this sticker right here. Where's it at? It's right there. Where it says... Child's Play, Child's Play 3 pizza face accessory, and there's a sticker that has a 3 on it, and I've not peeled that off of the one I have, just because I thought it was cute, wanted to keep it, but now I have 2 of these shippers, and I want to see what's under the sticker. So how do I do this? And where's the shipping label? I don't want to show my fucking... There we go. I don't want to dox myself live on stream. Not yet, at least. Not this early. All right. So now I'm thinking that it just says Child's Play underneath here. I don't think it's. I don't think it says Child's Play 2, just because of the spacing. It could say 2, because they already would have like had the 2s ordered for Tommy. So I'm really curious what this says. So let's see what's underneath the 3 on this one. If it says anything, or if they just added the 3 for posterity. Nope, it sure does. It says Child's Play 2. I was wrong. I would have lost that bet. Sure enough, if you take the sticker, the little 3 sticker off of your shipper box, you're gonna have that. So that's fun. That's cute. I don't know. I don't think that's like a big thing to fuck up on. I don't exactly know how that gets fucked up, but interesting that these all would have had Child's Play 2 on them instead of Child's Play 3. I want to keep these. I think, like, or at least like one of these, just because I know what it is when I look at it. I don't know what to do with it right now. Here we go. Put it right here on the. Ooh, actually, I'll put it right here on this frame. I've got a Bride of Chucky poster right here, and I'll just. There we go. Put it on the corner like it's numbered. What's up, Juan? Thank you for joining me, my dude. My weekend is going awesome. I cannot complain. Just hanging out. That's what we just did. I just took where the pizza face shipper had that sticker that says Child's Play 3. I was curious if it said Child's Play or Child's Play 2. It says Child's Play 2 underneath it. So when they shipped these, that's funny. Nobody cared about that but me. Nobody. But, that's why I'm here. So, yeah, we're just hanging out. Been playing with this thing, showing this off. How are you doing? Hope your Saturday's been plentiful, been wonderful. Yeah. And I have not gotten too much stuff lately. Who's messaging me? Oh, look at that. Somebody's plugging me in the group chat. Did your hands come with the actual sculpted fingertips or just lines? I don't know. That was a thing that was happening. Let's see. Because I've been looking at Tommy recently. I'm pretty sure it's a mixture. Not really, yeah. So it's kind of a mixture on my Tommy hands. I don't know if you'll see. My lighting's kind of goofy today. But it's not 100% sculpt. It's definitely painted. Definitely has paint lines. And there's not like a deep ridge in there, but there's definitely like a small bump that kind of indicates that, something is there. I don't know how to demonstrate that. It's very like a very subtle bump. But yeah. Yeah, it might be an all over thing, but yeah, because I was kind of interested in that. That's something I think these look okay, but I think the fact that it's just the undernail, it makes it look like he's just kind of got. I don't know what they look like. They kind of look phallic, to be frank with you, but yeah. I was interested to see that it had nails at all. Honestly, I was surprised that they added that. I didn't really look at the like later images of these before they came out, but I guess it's to make them look a little more like real, probably, because they also have these little wrinkles. But the hands are not something, I don't know. Maybe it's super accurate to the film. But yeah, I have the hands right there. You can't really. I'll try to. But you can see. Been messing with them over there. I've got the ultimate situation still set up. I just really like how Pizza Face looks like that, so I kind of left him like that from filming. And then I've got Tommy set up over there. I've been messing with Tommy, trying to figure out how I feel about him. Try to kind of stitch out his review, because I'd like to have that review out for Tommy in the next week. I haven't shot it yet, so hopefully going to do that sometime this upcoming week. My goal is to do at least one video and one stream a month. I'd like to do more than that, but I don't want to be that person that's like overpromise the schedule. I'm also not promising it. Me saying that is like, this is the only place, which like technically it's on the channel, but 5 people are going to watch this probably. So but I think that's a good idea, or a good goal to have. So this locks me in for 2 videos in January and a live stream, and then I'm gonna save Tommy at least for late next week, which is the start of February. Gives me enough time to really take my time with him, see how I feel, and be able to kind of honor that. So, and I have a lot of other videos I'm working on, um, or at least like mapping out. Like specifically, the one that I'm farthest along in, to the point where it's completely written, is the video. You can see him kind of. Is the video about the cult of Chucky head, about whether or not it's authentic. I did go on a goose chase authenticating it. I do have an answer. So, and I have that documented to where essentially I'm just gonna make a video explaining how that happened, explaining how I got it, and whether or not it's real with what I found. So that's one. The other thing is I do want to do like full on like retrospectives for the films. So this is something I've been flipping through lately. I just started reading it a couple days ago, officially. I got it for Christmas actually. So I'm trying to research some stuff for those videos. So I'm trying over here. I'm trying not to stress myself out with it. I do work a regular job. Oh, the hell. Weird sound. I do work a regular job that has very weird and sporadic hours, so I do what I can. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. We have some fun stuff. So a lot of talk of Chucky heads gonna be going on here as we keep going into 2024. It's really good. This book right here, yeah, this is great. I saw the people who made it on Instagram a few years ago. I gotta like mention, like I'm not sponsored by anybody. Like I swear to God, like nobody's paying me to talk about this stuff. I just like Chucky. But this book right here is pretty good. I got 2 books. I've not gotten the other one that was ordered yet. It is this one, and the other one is The Making of Child's Play by Tom Holland. Because obviously with the retrospectives, I want to start with Child's Play 1. And Tom Holland made like a pretty comprehensive book, even with like some images and behind the scenes information about making the first movie. So that'll be like a really great asset for making that video. But this book right here is really cool. It goes through a lot of different like types of details. Like this right here specifically is going over the foster parents, The Simpsons from Child's Play 2. Talks about the actors, talks about like casting them and everything. So you'll get a lot of the nitty gritty details that you really don't get anywhere else. Let me see here. This talks about catching up with Andy, like some of the design aspects. This right here has some original looks at some casts they did. Again, I don't know the context for this. I don't know specifically what that was made for, but that's the mapping, or not mapping, I guess, more of a like an inside look at the animatronics puppet for Chucky. So there's a lot of really cool stuff in here. Oh, we must be in the Child's Play 2 section. A tribute to John Lafia. There's a lot of really cool stuff. That's something that I wish, like interviewers and like in general, that's one thing that I wish like Living with Chucky did recently, was that they went more into that nitty gritty, like real detail oriented stuff with the movies. Like, oh yeah, we tried to cast this person, or we wanted this person, didn't get them, and this person was on set and like this person had this experience. I'd love to learn about stuff like that, like the making the movies, not just and then I wanted it to make Seed, and I made Seed, and then I made Curse. I want more of the I want the drama behind the camera that happens, and it seems like this book has a bit of that. So I think I'd recommend it. It's not that expensive either. It's a giant fucking book. It's huge. So yeah, really fun information, especially for the type of stuff that I'm trying to find. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this. Like again, like there's photos in here. I've never seen this picture. I've never seen that picture ever. And like I'm always scouring for like set photos from Child's Play. So now I'm just flipping through it, getting distracted. Sorry. But yeah, it's a good book. I would recommend it. I think if you're into niche Chucky information, I think it would help with that, and broad information, obviously. I want some contemporary stuff from when the movies were made and released. What's up, Gary? Howdy how? Welcome. Happy Saturday, pal. I would consider that a coffee table book. Absolutely. I think this is like quintessential coffee table book. This and the one that Tom Holland made from the little bit I've seen of it. I think they'd be really good coffee table books, especially if you like Chucky. So yeah, good stuff there. I'm trying to think. I got that book. I did get the 4Ks, which I opened on stream, but I got the replacement posters. So where are those? I think I got them here. It was really scary actually, because Shout Factory was kind of awkward about the whole thing. And so when I opened up the tube that had all of those exclusive posters from the 4Ks, specifically, I don't know why they're on the same roll, but the Cursive Chucky ones were fucked up. The other ones like tiny stuff, but the Cursive Chucky ones were fucked up enough to where they were fucked up, and it was bothering me. So I really wanted replacements, took photos, emailed Shout Factory. Now, Shout Factory was really cool, and they were like, we can help you out, but you'll have to send photos of them being destroyed, and then we can. They didn't. That's the funny thing that they did. They didn't say destroy them, send us photo evidence, and we'll send you new posters. They said send us photo proof that they've been destroyed, and we will add you to a list of like to receive extras. Like it was worded something like that, that it wasn't guaranteed. And I was trying to be like, so I'll definitely get those, right? And they wouldn't really 100% answer me that I would get them. But I was like, I trust the process. I don't think, they're in the business of scamming people like that. They're really good at what they do. And then the thing that really convinced me that, it is 100%, even though they didn't want to say so, was that on the site, they still had the poster edition in stock. So I was like, well, if somebody's saying that the ones I already paid for are fucked up, just send me one of those. Why don't you? So, but these are those posters, which I've not gotten frames for yet. I got frames for, I think I have a Child's Play 2 and a Child's Play 3 hanging up in the, like, little vestige that goes downstairs. The stairwell. That's what that's called. The fuck is wrong with me? Who thought streaming at midnight would be a good idea? But I did get some fresh Cursive Chuckies from them, which is very good because these are posters I was very excited about. Not a lot of Cursive Chucky representation. Definitely is one of my favorites. So I was really excited about this. Yeah. Love this. Absolutely love it. And then the other, oh God, the one on the bottom. Being the actual, I was going to say theatrical, but it was never theatrical. The fun thing about this, too, if you were to ever get this signed, this would be such a perfect poster to get signed. It'd be so great. Like, imagine Fiona Dourif, Brad Dourif, everybody else signed on that. That would be wonderful. But yeah, got those posters renewed and fresh. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I hope it sounds good. I actually... Is this picking up this mic? Just realized I think I checked that, but... Okay, yeah, it should be. Yep, this should be the correct mic. But yeah, thanks. It's new. My mom got it for me for Christmas. Because I asked for it. Because I wanted something. I wanted a microphone. I wanted a microphone from this decade. And then that's actually another thing too that I want to do before the Tommy review was in the Pizza Face review. That is the first review video that's staged like that I used. Let me grab it. That I used this, which is an external microphone for my camera. Now it's not like the world's best microphone, but it's not supposed to be shitty. And that's what I found by doing audio tests with it, was that it mostly works for, standing close, near, far. Far away though, it does this weird blowout that I gotta mess with the settings a lot to try and figure out. And it took me a few days of editing and trying to play with the audio on those clips to kind of match them up, because in some of them I'm closer to the mic than others I am, or others I'm not as close to it. So I don't want that audio to be as like cattywampus in the Tommy review. So if I can fix it, it might be something that just takes a few videos or takes some, time. But yeah, I'm trying to get new stuff. I'm trying to do what I can. Thank you very much. 15 Muggin Maniac. And then this also, you guys all recognize him, but I got this guy recently, and now he's on my desk. He was upstairs for like a week. I love this thing. He's so fucking rad. He's got like some sunglasses. I love him. He's like the best color scheme ever. He looks great. Where are the Gundam reviews in Shrimpina? Dude, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I can do Gundam reviews. I don't know how that would work. Plus, when I talked about robots, nobody cared. bring me the robot market, and I'll get it. Right now, I'm in the killer doll market. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Oh, spent too much money on a Funko Pop because I wanted the fancy Hidan. Because I love this dude there he is. From Naruto, he's like one of my favorite Naruto characters. So when they made, like, I don't care about Funko Pops. Like, if it's something like, I do have like some Chucky ones you can kind of see up there. But generally, I don't like go out of my way to get them. It depends on the character. And this is one where I was like, okay, I want a funky little figure of my dude. And the fact that obviously they made the curse mode, the chase. Fuck me, I guess. I'm trying to think. I don't think I have anything incredibly new or fancy to talk about. What about Chucky stuff? I don't think so. I think it's just Pizza Face and Tommy, which I'm gonna go get them actually, or I'll get Tommy at least. There's the fella, and we will get Pizza Face. We'll get the whole thing. Beautiful. Yeah, doing toy reviews is interesting. The real trick to it is just find the videos you want to make, and that was, or the types of reviews you want to make, and like that's why I do the doll reviews. I just couldn't tap into how I wanted to talk about robots yet. Maybe I can figure out something else, but yeah, that format I wasn't feeling it the most. Look at this thing. I haven't talked about this much, so we'll show them off here. Talk about them a little bit. It's late. I'll probably round out here before too long. I didn't realize I was already going for like 33 minutes. So, I mean, that's, if we get up to like 40 minutes, 45 minutes, that's respectable. But look at this, dude. Yeah. Oh, my nose is killing me too. That's another thing. Speaking of Transformers, what do you got Transformers-wise? Look at this dude. Yeah, no, I'm very much in love with this Tommy head. I think this might be my favorite that they've done. Trick or Treat Studios has done. He's just very lively. He's very pretty. His skin tone is perfect. His hair is really good out of the box. His eyes are very nice. I love this. So a little teaser for the review there, but the review is going to be glowing for Tommy. I really did like the Pizza Face. I hope that my Pizza Face review didn't come off as negative or critiquey. Because again, I think that release came out pretty dang good. But the Tommy here is built different. He's that guy. He's him. Oh. Apparently he's not, because I can't put the back of his head back on. That's different. I guess they're not. all the hair out from the magnets. That's the one thing about Tommy's, though. They have these little, like, tabs, and his is not in the back. It's, like, off to the side. I wonder if it's supposed to be like that or if it just got glued in some weird-ass way. There we go. Kind of snapped in there. Yeah. There he is. So, yeah, no, the Tommy head's very, very nice. They killed it with him. Pizza face, I love. The pizza face, though, again, just that. I got to do something about the mouth. I don't. That mouth. Got to do something about that. I am thinking of maybe getting a dentured mouth to kind of install to replace it. Don't know if I will end up doing that because I do like to keep these mostly stock. That's why I got this guy. So I don't know if I'll do that, but I am thinking about it because if I'm gonna change the mouth anyway, if I'm gonna take out that mouth, reinstall it, I kind of want it to look a little better. So we'll see how I can reset it in there. If I can reset it up and really make it look cool, because I've seen some people's that look fine, like in the mouth, and I can't tell, if it's a placement issue, a setting issue. I don't know, but I'm gonna pop that mouth out of there and take a look, and we'll see from there. Because I feel like too, if you can make this one look better by playing around with the placement and the mouth and like the head more rather, then you can probably make that one work. Because again, this one is little baby teeth, man, baby teeth. It's cool to see pieces like this out and about. Because again, I've never done anything like this. I've just looked at people who are ballsy enough to customize their dolls, and I'm not. This is the first thing. Like taking an X-Acto to him earlier to to finish the touch of slicing the glue out from the eye. Pretty scary, but I did it, and it felt like I don't know, felt cool. It felt good. God, look at the lighting is fucking up something bad. Anyway, can I reinstall that? I used a heat gun to kind of not separate it, but to make it easier to kind of move the plastic in here to dig around to break the glue. And I think I'll have to heat it up again to kind of pop the socket back in there. Where is... Yeah. I think it would have gone in like this. Oh. There we go. I can actually. So we kind of force it back in there. So yeah. That's kind of what I'm going to do. I'm going to uninstall it, put the new eye in the socket, and put it in there. That's the other thing, too. I was looking at Fourth Seal Studios, getting some options for eyes. I don't know if I want to go for something like alive looking or doll-esque. Looking at some pictures of like him alive from Child's Play 2 kind of makes me think might go for something that's a little more doll-ish, just because his eyes in a lot of shots do kind of have like kind of the star iris type look to it, so you might get away with that. And these ones do look alive. Sorry, I just shook the shit out of the camera. These do look alive, but I don't know if they give the impression that I really want. So at least not for this. And I do think too, these eyes really work for this head when they do that mod that I was mentioning with cutting part of the eye, really opening up the eye for as far as accessibility. I think that just helps the look of him again, where it just makes him look more evil, makes him look more alive somehow. This just looks kind of Rugrats-ish, a little plasticky, a little chunky. So, yeah. Oh God, I had this knife just rolling around here with no type of. I thought I fixed that. I didn't. Whoops. But yeah, I'm excited about this. The one thing I don't know how I'm gonna do is the paint, mostly because like I don't know, like I'm nervous with paint. I think the way to go about it would be airbrushing. I don't own an airbrush, nor would I, hold this, even if I went and bought an airbrush, nor would I hold the skill to be able to use one well. So don't know how exactly that would work, but, you know, that's fine. But I'm excited. It's going to be a fun project. I think, you know, even if I can get the mouth and eyes to look better, and ultimately, again, make the hair look really Child's Play 2-ish, if I leave the complexion to kind of, you know, fix later, maybe even I could, you know, send this and pay somebody to rehaul it. I could do that. But yeah, I don't know. We're going to really kind of play with this. And I want to update this. This is something I'll be like talking about on Instagram. There's not going to be a lot. Like I'm not doing the most of this. I'm not like joining the rehaul market. It's just kind of a fun little project because I see everybody else do it. I just kind of want to play. I kind of just want to get a participation trophy. And that Ultimate Chucky head, the stock one, kind of just really bothers me sometimes. Like, again, I don't think it looks bad. It's just looking at the other dolls and they give most of the look that I want. That's the one where I'm like, I want you to look like a live Chucky from Child's Play 1 through 3, but I want you to look better. I want you to look specific. I need you to fill a niche for me. And that's selfish. It's gluttonous, but it's mine. I bought it. Those heads are so, yeah, they are kind of creepy. They can be a little creepy. That's the fun part again. Like I'm hanging out down here with like decapitated Chuckies and all these different types of heads and parts and everything. If I even like walked into this basement, let alone lived in the house that it is, if I just walked into this basement when I was like 8 or 9, I would have shit myself. So that would have been fun. I've come a long way. So yeah, very creepy, but nothing compares to Chucky being scary from when you were a kid, dude. It has like a different density of hair. It has like more hair coming out of the back here than it does here. Never seen someone's hairline start receding from the back up. I wish that's how it worked. We'd be a lot better off. It's rough out here. But yeah, love that little feller. Real excited to see what I can do with it. I hope I don't fuck it up because I can't afford another one of these. So that's the other thing too. The Tommy's, I don't know about Tommy's, but Pizza Face, there was a bid on eBay for like a sealed one, a brand new one, and it was up to $500. Let me look at it. I can't pull it up here because my Streamlabs is all fucky wucky. But I'm just raw dogging it plugged into the camera. Oh, let me see. If I could spell right, it would help. That's what Chucky had. All right, let's see. Looks like Garrett Zima selling his. God, where's that bid at? Did it end? There's no way it ended. God, did it? What if it was a scam? It's probably some money laundering. Pizza Face Chucky. Pizza Face Chucky. It's all the Mezco one. Holy crap, dude. Might have ended. Pizza Face Chucky. Holy crap. All right, let's check sold listings. Somebody sold one on the 17th. It was opened for $277 at one bid. I swear to God, I saw one. It was, oh, here it is. Ended on the 26th. Jesus. Ended on the 26th of January. Trick or Treat Studios, Child's Play 3, Ultimate Chucky, Pizza Face Head Accessory, hot, in parentheses, $555. Holy God. Can I look at the bidding history? That's just hard to believe. Like, I know these things are hot, but oh my Lord. 23 bids. Let's take a look here. Oh, I think something DeMickey happened here. So again, sorry I can't show this. You can look it up if you go to eBay Find the listing. It's one of the only like sold actual, you know, TOTS pizza faces. It's a photo of it in the box. 23 bids, $555. The original starting bid was $235, which is a lot, but you know, like fair, fine. But you've got the same account on here that began bidding at 300, and then after somebody topped the bid at 305, he comes in, or they come in, and range the bid up from $330. This person places 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of those 23 bids were placed by this one person, all back to back of each other. And let's see, took it from $330 up to $545. And let me see, the person that took it to 305 isn't even the person that won it. So I can't tell if this guy was just really pissed and ramped it up a whole lot and people ended up going for it. But yeah. What's up, Victor? Thank you for joining me. Appreciate you, man. Very much appreciate you. I hope they continue to be decent. That's why I was just, oh God, if I don't shake the camera, that's what I've been talking about. Hopefully going to have the Tommy review out here in the next week or two. And then, yeah, I'll make a video about this too. I'm customizing this fella. So I got some fun stuff we're working on. But yeah, that eBay auction there is crazy. I don't know if that was the seller doing that. I don't know if it was some guy just bidding on it who really wanted it that felt slighted. But there's something funky about that because they, you know, they're worth money right now. They are still sold out, but I mean, you can still get one from Garrett Zima for like MSRP. You can get one from Garrett Zima for like, I think it's like $240 shipped, which is good, all things considered. Yeah, I don't know. Crazy. I can't find too many more that have sold. Seen a lot of Mezcos. Somebody got one here. Buy it now on eBay for $174. They paid less than the rest of us. The hell? What makes them so special? The fun thing too for this is I would like to find a pair of overalls for him. So I you know, because I know that it's the same body. I'm gonna be taking him off that body, but I want a pair of like Child's Play 2-ish overalls for him, like the real pale blue. And I think I did find some around, so don't know. Oh God, I don't know if I'm actually gonna end up doing that, and if I do, like how often they'll be on him. But again, he might actually get like his own set of overalls. This will probably all lead to me just actually getting a whole other ass Chucky doll, Ultimate Chucky. But again, I shouldn't. I should be financially responsible. And there's tons of folks that don't have an Ultimate Chucky yet that I'm sure want one. So they are still actually. Let me see. I know TOTS had that restock on their site. Let's see how many they're rocking. Let's see. Chucky. I know. Oh, yeah. Ultimate Chucky. Add to cart. Don't tempt me. Cart. Let's make it something stupid. 569. 98. So TOTS at the moment of doing this live stream, which is 12:46 in the morning on technically January 28th. They got 98 left. So if you're still looking for a TOTS Chucky, you can find it there. Let's look at it. Didn't they restock the Seed doll as well? Oh, the axe. Has the axe been on the site? I feel like the axe was gone. Yeah, you can get Glenn's axe on TOTS site right now. These keychains. I need to get these keychains. I want the Chucky and Tiffany and Good Guy doll. All right, here we go. The Seed doll. How many Seed dolls are they rocking? Let's do it again. 569. 181. They've got a fuck ton of the Seed dolls. Good Lord. I mean, I guess that's not like a fuck ton, but for an item that a lot of people poo-pooed on and then is now fairly rare and going to increasingly get rarer on the secondary market. Not bad to have that many of them. What was the third thing sold out? Oh, and they did sell out of the boot knife. I think they've been sold out of the boot knife. Yep, and then they have the keychain. So, yeah. I think it's interesting, too, that TOTS did that restock. I'm glad that they did, but, like, I don't know, very, very interesting they were able to get, load a restock after the year. I guess they were probably already produced and paid for and everything. I'm sure there's legalities there that are beyond my smooth brain. So, but yeah, man. A lot of stuff, a lot of Chucky stuff going on. Not a lot coming out of TOTS, unfortunately, but I'm hoping that whoever, which we know who, but I'm hoping whoever has the license, hopefully we can start hearing about some other stuff soon. Right now, I don't have the space for anything else. Hopefully they're not ramping up doll production immediately, but I'm really curious to see kind of, what they're working on. I have heard that NECA actively has the Child's Play 2 license and actively has, the rights to make full-size dolls. I'm curious about that mostly because, again, I think TOTS owns these molds and things, but I'm curious to see, again, if NECA is going to start developing their own dolls, their own molds, their own designs. Curious how those are going to look. So really, really curious, especially since, again, the development on the Chucky and Tiffany went the way they did. Really curious to see kind of how that'll go to get another doll made like that. But I kind of hope they do. I think it'd be, if they're able to make a really, stark, Child's Play 2 Climax Chucky, with the blade arm, maybe interchangeable, the right hair and everything. I think they could do that. And it would be a lot of fun too, especially if they're able to give him that ball jointed neck. I think they could make, some really good live original trilogy Chuckies. And I'm sure they have the whole license. I'm sure they have from Child's Play 1 to the, TV series. So they could probably do whatever they wanted. Oh, I just thought of something. Wouldn't it be fucked up if NECA just does what TOTS was doing, where they make one doll, but then they keep making different looks, maybe even different overalls or different shirts, but it all goes to the same base doll. That'd be fucked up to take that concept, but it's a good idea too. The idea of interchangeable parts for a doll, making him a big fancy Barbie, is a good idea actually. So it's good economically too, because then you don't have to pay, $600-$700, $500, whatever it is for a new doll every time. You can pay, $100 to $300 for the new parts to, have them like that. I think the only thing is all the displays that you're kind of not cheating yourself out of, but not getting. And then, with this though, even still, I don't have room to display all these dolls. I have just enough room, but we're running out, man. We're getting there. So yeah, cool stuff. Gonna be customizing a Chucky. Gonna keep you all updated about that. And yeah, not a whole lot going on. I hope you guys are doing great. I'm probably gonna wrap this up just because the tired's really starting to hit at 1 a.m. I've been going for almost an hour here, and I think that's pretty respectable. Oh, Coltpuck TV. Hello. Howdy ho. I guess I'll hang around for another few minutes. But yeah, welcome. Just hanging out, just kind of seeing how everybody's doing, just talking random junk, just chilling. Stuff I'm working on, some videos and whatnot. And also, again, if anybody has any questions, if anybody has anything that they're curious about this fella, I'm going to be filming his review this upcoming week. So I've not done it yet. If anybody's curious, feel free to hit me up. If anybody has any questions too that you're just wanting to ask about any of these dolls, feel free. Yeah. Do you think you changed the overalls on the plush good guy? I don't know. I really don't know, because I like the overalls on him a lot. They're really plain and basic, but just the way they look, I like them. I could see myself changing the overalls, but the one thing I don't think I would do is I would not put these overalls on that one, because he might get some Child's Play 2 overalls, but I don't know if I'd put those on him, just because of the way they fit on the plush doll. The plush doll it has some weird tolerances the way he pulls on his clothes. But if I found the right one, because I like the idea of this because of the way it looks, and now especially since now we have Tommy. Like, this I kinda want to be a Child's Play 2, give or take. This is Child's Play 3, obviously. So give or take a Child's Play 2 doll, and I kinda want this to be like a Child's Play 1 good guy doll. So, kinda see how that boils down. And I am curious too, because I think the eyes I'm going to try on this head here are the good guy doll eyes from Fourth Seal. But I am curious about maybe getting new eyes for him. I am a little weary, but since I've already changed the wig, I'm a little more um, open to the idea of interchanging the eyes and things like that, customizing him a bit more. So we shall see. Um, Yeah, I love that plush good guy. The one thing I do want too for him is I want a stand. Like, I want something where he can stand just because, like, there's photos that I wanna be able to take of all of the dolls lined up, like, especially every Trick or Treat Studios release, and you can't do that because this guy does not do it. Those stands, like the stand that I have on him, the white Kaiser doll stands, those don't work for him. He just falls. It's not strong enough to hold up that whole doll because it's kinda heavy. So, yeah. Not specifically. Not the Ultimate Chucky, for 2 reasons. When I got the Ultimate Chucky, I already had the seed dolls, like, I had Chucky, Tiffany, and Glenn, and they're pretty creepy on their own, um, but I'd already kinda, like, faced that, and then Ultimate Chucky kinda lived in my basement. He was upstairs for a few days, but he was never, like, in my bedroom, because this is my basement, this is kinda like my lab, my Mojo Dojo Casa house. Um, my bedroom is upstairs, so he was never in the room when I was sleeping. But a few years ago, when I got the good guy doll from the Kickstarter, that was in my bedroom all those years ago. And that was kind of weird to like go to sleep because where he was sitting right at the foot of my bed. So it took like a night or two to like get used to the fact that this thing was like peering at me every time I toss and turn. Doesn't he? Look at him. Look at me. He's gummy. But yeah, not. I wasn't too creeped out about it. But when I first got the seed Chucky, there was like not a few moments or anything, but just like moments of looking at him where I'm like, this, like, it is creepy. Um, but nothing is. I can't really show him, and he's kind of hidden. Nothing's creepier than that. The cult head that I own, that thing is weird. Like sometimes you'll look at it and stare it in the eye, and you're just waiting for it to kind of talk. It's kind of weird. But yeah, I think that is fun, like a fun hurdle. I remember back like being in like or well, I guess it was probably like late middle school, maybe early high school, talking to friends. And this is back when I was getting into horror. Like it was maybe like a year before I was like really into horror, or I guess like really into uh horror in general, where I was catching up on it and wanting to actually watch the DVDs and unedited versions. And I wanted a Chucky doll for my birthday. And so that was like starting to kind of like warm up to the idea at this point. I remember having friends being like, "Oh yeah, like if you get a Chucky doll, I'm not coming to your house." And then being like, "Yeah, no, like I don't think I could ever have a Chucky doll in my house." And like obviously when you're like 14, your understanding of things is a lot narrower, but you have a sense of imagination you don't have as an adult. That's what kind of sucks. Is like as a kid, I couldn't even like walk past Spencer's, where as an adult, I'm just like, yeah, no, like this is fine. Like this is cool. It's just my life. Um it's like a hurdle. The long and short of what I'm saying is it's a fun hurdle that people have on. It's like a personal life journey of being able to interact with a Chucky doll. Going to Universal Studios with the Chucky haunted house they just had this past year with the dolls. It was interesting because I went through it more than once, and it was interesting because of the people's reactions. So a lot of folks, you could kind of hear it because you're all kind of walking through conga line style. You could hear a lot of reactions of folks being like, "Oh, this is, really scary, and oh god, like get that doll away from me, because some of them kind of pop out at you, and a lot of people are just kind of looking at him, kind of laughing. Casper, what are you doing? You see the cat there, or one of the cats. I think it's the only cat that's down here right now. What it, girl? You don't know. You don't need to be up there, sausage. What are you doing? Are you saying hi to Chunky? You guys see her? You see what's going on here? She's hidden behind Ultimate. And she jumped through. I tried to move Pizza Face, but he fell. He scared me. He scared her. He scared God. Oh, God. Oh, he fell all the way off the... Jesus. I'm playing with the eyeball. I can't even... I didn't realize he fell off the actual stand. Awesome entertainment here. Sorry, I didn't mean to put Chucky's ass in front of the camera. Now she's petering on that side. She'll come back. I think she's the only one down here. I think the door's actually closed. I have too many cats. I closed the door because my buddy Captain, if he was down here, the stream would be half this bullshit and the doll's falling over, and then him trying to like jump into my lap in a chair that's too small for the both of us because he weighs like 17 pounds. Yeah. Which Chucky is my fave? Movie? Are you curious? Like favorite Chucky movie or favorite Chucky like look or like doll like that they've made? Every answer is different, like in every category there. Doll that I have. I think the favorite doll that I currently own of all of them is probably the NECA Tiffany. I love that NECA Tiffany. I think it's really solid. I think my second is probably the original Good Guy doll. Because like again, the nostalgia always, not the nostalgia, I guess that's probably the wrong word. The catharsis it gives, the fact that I always wanted a Good Guy doll, I finally got it. It was such like a life event for me. But the NECA Tiffany it's so nice. It's so great. I guess of Chucky specifically, it'd be the Good Guy doll. Dolls in general, it'd be Tiffany. She's so emotive, like the way that the ball joint in the neck, the way it works, the way that her eyes work. She's stellar. But yeah, again, I don't know if you were here earlier, but I'm making the review of this guy coming up, which he's got like a flat back of the head, like he wasn't loved and held enough. He was just laid down all of his baby life. But this from TOTS right here, this is the Tommy head. Stupid good. I'm a really big fan of it. It's one of my favorite things that TOTS has done so far. And I think I'm still playing with kind of my opinions on it, but it does kind of fight with the original Good Guy doll for just being that good. Yes, a plush Good Guy with the hair. He's kind of up there, almost out of frame, but not quite. Yeah, a plush Good Guy doll with the updated hair. It's a need. That's the thing too. Like so that's why I bought this here. So this is not the original Ultimate Chucky head I have. This is one that I just got in the mail that I'm customizing. That's because I'd like to keep one stock. But man, that the plush Good Guy hair could never deal with that. That wig was not good. I couldn't vibe with it at all. But yeah. Trying to mess with his eye range. It is creepy, especially with the way like the original Good Guy doll just has some very interesting eyes. And do I think Chucky will die in season 3 part 2? It took a lot of saving and discipline. So like my figure collection is something that I've been Like, that's just kind of where a lot of my side money has gone, like, most of my life. And then the Chucky stuff, it just, like, discipline saving, just being like, "Well, this doll's gonna drop. It's it's ramen and, microwave nuggets for the next week because I gotta save up for it." Um, because I promise I work minimum wage. I don't have a trust fund or anything. Um, yeah, definitely get the NECA doll. Like, I think they're really good. The sculpts are moody and everything. Really, really good. Again, the Tiffany. Both of them are nice, but again, the Tiffany being my favorite, one of my favorites. And the Chucky is so good at being emotive. I think you can really play with them. That's all right, man. Have a great night. Thank you for coming by. I'm gonna get off here before too long. Actually, you guys got me to stay a little bit longer. So have a great night. But Chucky dying in season 3, part 2. So um, I know there's been rumors. I don't know what I want to say because I don't dig into like the leaked dirt sheets like that because I don't want to know. I don't want to know everything before it happens. I don't dig in for spoilers. I actually do get to a point usually with things where I don't look at trailers. I don't look at teasers. Because they do end up showing a lot. So like with Chucky season 3, um, I stopped looking at stuff like for a minute, like little teaser posts for sure, but we get lucky with that because they don't give away a whole lot. But the things I stopped watching for Chucky were like the next episode teasers. Like on the next episode of Chucky, I stopped watching those because they give a bit away. So I don't like to give a lot away without warning. But one thing I've heard through the grapevine of the internet is um, that season 3 does play like it could be the end of like like the story. Like Child's Play 1 all the way through to Chucky season 3. I hear that like it ends in a way that like they could not come back for season 4 and it would like be fitting. Essentially being like penultimate for Chucky. So I think there is a really good chance that he will die. Um Not because of that, but just because of everything. Like it almost feels like they've committed to the idea of Damballa having abandoned him. It's also very interesting too because like I think you can get really fan servicey, very fan theory about it. Let's say that this Chucky actually is damned and he's fucked up and he does die. But again, if we do ever return to that cult from head with his soul, because technically it's a different branch, that guy, this one never interacted with any of that, never was tainted by the Christian magic. If that head is still alive, would he actually be totally fine? Or is, Damballa is a god. He's not a fucking idiot. He knows who Charles Lee Ray is. So I'm so curious where they could go with it, and what they will actually do. But I do think there's a good chance he will die. Now I don't mean that he will die and stay dead. Just more so like Chucky season 2. He dies in season 2, but at the very end he has a final like come back to life and stab at the camera. They could do that. They could like Chucky's dead, but actually maybe he isn't. Cut to credits. So I'm really really interested to see if he does. I don't want him to. But if that rumor is true, I'm thinking that they will wrap this up with season 3. Chucky will die to the most extent that he can fictionally. And then if they do anything else, like we might maybe like a special or maybe a movie. Like I know that a lot of folks are asking for a return to movies. And if they're theatrical, 100%, I'd love a return to movies. And I'm also still, I think they'd like dead ass should do a Tiffany spinoff. I think it should be in the cards. I think Jennifer Tilly could carry it. I think I think the general audience would be fine with that. Even people who don't know it's a Chucky thing would be like, yeah, sure. So yeah, I'm real curious to see what they'll do. And, if it is kind of a bow on it, maybe they do take a break. Maybe at the end of it, they'll be like, no, this is it. We told the story we wanted to tell. We're not renewed for 4. And yeah, so, curious. Maybe they will be back for season 4. Maybe not. Chucky versus Megan would be very cool. I would like the fact that like I remember like having that heart sinking moment, like not in a bad way, but just realizing it was possible when I was like, oh my god, Megan was made by Universal. I remember sitting down for Megan in the theater and seeing the Universal logo come up, and I went, oh fuck, like they actually could. As far as streaming again, I don't know when exactly I'll stream again. I definitely within the next month. I'll tell you that. I know that that's not super soon, but my goal is I want to have at least one video and one stream a month. That's my idea. To at least keep up with things, kind of keep updated, keep myself sane and interactive. Now this month I'm doing okay. I've had 2 videos. Luckily, yeah, I am always able to get videos out of a doll release. But so January we had 2 videos and a live stream now. And so Tommy is going to kick off February with his review video in the next week or 2, and then I'll be back for a live stream in probably like mid-February, mid to like maybe like 20ish or so. I got to figure out Valentine's Day stuff. Life happens fast, man. I don't understand how it's already almost February. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Thank you. I very much appreciate that. I very much appreciate it. I try. Like again, it's not there's nothing. I'm not the best at it, but I just really like Chucky. I want to share it with folks, and if I'm able to do that, I'm succeeding in what I do every time I turn on the camera, and that's all you can ask for, right? So I appreciate that. Thank you. And yeah, if you ever have any questions, ever have any concerns or anything, again, I'm be filming his review. So happy to inform anybody I can with this stuff. Again, I just love to talk about it. It's so fun. That's the only reason I'm here right now. It's because like I woke up, had the day off, and I was like, you know what? With my one day off of the weekend, I wanted to I want to talk Chucky. Why not? Haven't talked about it in a while. Haven't live streamed in a minute. So I wanted to touch back in. Thank you. I very much appreciate it. It is an honor. It like actually is. It feels great. Like to love something like Chucky and to be able to share it with folks. And so I'm very glad. Thank you. Thank you very much. You make it worth it. So always down to talk about it. And there's a lot of great Chucky YouTubers out there. So I'm glad to like that's the fun thing is when I started doing like this channel here, I knew that obviously people like Chucky, but getting into this and kind of being exposed, there's such a large a greater Chucky community or people horror community in this niche that are kind of like dedicated to Chucky, or at least getting the dolls or being interested of the ongoing story, things like that, has been so like eye-opening. It's so fun. Like the niche fandoms out there that exist, and I think Chucky is one of them. And I think it's great that it's very alive and well. Like a Nightmare on Elm Street fans are like they're begging for a new movie. They're plentiful. They're out there, but their community works differently than ours. Friday the 13th as well. Friday the 13th caught up in legal battles, but they have like some really great fan films being made, things like that. I love that subsector of franchise. I don't like the word franchise too much, but franchise fandoms within horror. We all have a place. Every killer has a spot on the Mount Rushmore of horror. So it's really great to share those things, to be able to talk about it. I think like Dead Meat succeeds in those ways because everybody has like that niche thing they want to talk about. But like again, in my day-to-day life, I don't have like friends that I interact with physically, like in person, who like Chucky like this. So this is like the best thing you could ever ask for. The internet's cool sometimes. For some reason, I don't see a lot of Chucky fans. Yeah, like that's totally fair. There's a lot of FNAF fans out there. I think a lot of it's like a generational thing. My niece loves. What the hell? I'm gonna have to watch that back. It just sounded weird. Sounded like somebody was like talking out of my window up here or something. Very weird. I'll kill you. I'm in here talking about killers. I'll kill you. Oh, that was my flashlight falling. So I just heard like a weird noise, and at first I thought it was like somebody like in my house, and I realized the only other person in the house is asleep and has been asleep for 2 hours. So I was like, oh shit, who the fuck? Right here, a layout of my house. I have a window right here, and there is the neighbor's driveway. So there's a chance that the neighbor was walking the dog out there. That might have been what I heard, but I don't know. I also don't know if a sound existed. Could have imagined it. But no, they like to nib. I think there's like a little, I don't know what that is, like a little caveat there, and the dog likes to rummage in there and push leaves into my window. So but that's all. But yeah, FNAF, it's a generational thing. I think my niece loves it. She's younger. I think FNAF. I think I don't know a lot about FNAF. I'm not super exposed to it. I think where it succeeds and where a lot of people attach to it is like Chucky. One of the reasons I really love Chucky is the fact that I go way back with it. It's like a childhood thing. And I think for a lot of folks, FNAF, especially like kids these days, FNAF is like probably their exposure to horror. Like my niece she's very sweet, she's very cool, very what's the word? Imaginative. And she has a very like vibrant imagination. And she does like spooky things. And it's something that she has like come to realize now that she's like becoming a teenager. And like things like FNAF and like Poppy and there's other things like that too that have kind of helped her kind of figure that out about herself, which is weird. It sounds weird, but it's I think of people's interaction with horror as a very like personal thing that they like try to figure out. And I think when people figure out they like horror, there can be a million and one different reasons why it resonates with people. And so I think when people find that thing that like their gateway drug into it, they might latch onto it, or they might just really like it because the funny costumes and the lore and all the fun map pat videos. I don't know. But I don't know. I get like way too, and I don't want to say insightful. Insightful makes it sound like I know what I'm talking about. I get too deep about stuff like that. But I think there's reasons. I think there's like cultural touchstones like that. Whereas like the 80s, you have, Jason and Freddy and Chucky. And then in the 2010s, it's FNAF. It's I don't know, Megan. Does Megan count? I guess Megan would be like 2020s. Babadook, that was you have staples of the times. And I think that's just what FNAF is for this day and age. Pennywise the Dead by Daylight would be neat. I've been waiting to see if they add Pennywise or somebody like that to Mortal Kombat. I've actually been like really behind and I've not been able to play the most recent Mortal Kombat MK11, but I think they should get some more horror representation in there. And I think, look, hear me out. Ed Boon, hear me out. Chucky in Mortal Kombat. Okay. But it's Chucky and Tiffany and just have them work like Ferrator from MKX, where it's just like both of them, and they work where they just like walk on the other's shoulders, like one ticket, please, for one adult movie, and just have the one of them stand on the other shoulders and fight the other person. $1 million idea. Thank me later. I won't even charge you for it. It is cool too. I'm so behind too. I've not played Chucky and Dead by Daylight. I need to catch up on Dead by Daylight. I've not played it in a really long time, and I was really excited for Chucky and Tiffany, so I need to get on there and actually play as Chucky and Tiffany. So, that's cool. That's fun to hear. I've seen some gameplay of him, and he seems really interesting. So, and the fact that they actually got like voice lines from Brad and Jennifer for it is like really, really cool. I love it. Love it. They did a good job with it. I'm glad that like adding him, and I'm glad that too that like I think it's not a cop out. That's the wrong term. Defense, especially for something like Mortal Kombat, to be like, well, he's too small, and how would it work? And with Chucky, Dead by Daylight, part of the mechanic is putting them on the hooks. So it's like, how are you going to do that with a doll? The fact that they didn't like let him being a doll, being 2 feet tall, 2.5 feet tall, stop them from doing it. I love that. I'm glad that they got imaginative and got creative with adding him to the game, and they didn't just be like, well, he's too small, can't do it. That is perfect. His vulgarities in which he assaults people with is beautiful, and again, like it's actually Brad. Like he sounds so good. So I'm glad that they did that. I think it's great too. He's got like his regular like good guy like unscarred look, and you can get Stitches and you can get Tiffany. So I forgot what it was when he launched. I didn't see initially that he got the Stitch look. I don't know if that's exactly how it works, but I saw that it was in the game, like, I think 2 or 3 days after it was posted, and, yeah, like, that's the cool thing about Chucky too. Everyone's got a preference, and he's got, like, a million and one different looks. He's got the pizza face, good guy, live good guy, Stitch, so exactly. And I hadn't noticed it, that they put Stitch in there too, so they got, like, each of them in there, because those are the 2 main. You have live good guy and Stitched, and those are the 2 camps that people usually live in. So heck yeah. I'm dying. Ugh. But it is after 1 a.m. I do think I am gonna cut it. I do very much appreciate you hanging out, Colt Puck. I very much appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you do want to hang out or interact anymore, I don't know if you do. Feel free to hit me up on Instagram at Dudespooter. Anybody, feel free to hit me up on Instagram at Dudespooter. It's DOODSPOODER. I post a little bit more over there. Like to interact with folks. And I'll definitely have more videos back for you. Absolutely. Again, next one up is going to be Tommy, head and hand set review. And after that is going to be, again, I'm going to be live streaming within the next few weeks here in February. And then after that, I'm going to have the authentication video about the cult head. And I have a few other things I'm supposed to be working on. I am supposed to be doing an interview, a couple interviews with folks. I don't know when exactly those will happen. So I don't know if they'll happen before or after the production-ish videos I'm working on. But we'll see. And obviously, you all will see them here whenever they happen. And feel free to hit me up on Instagram, because I'll post there about when they're happening too. Because I like to be a little like, hey, I'm actually filming a thing, or I'm actually able to do this today. Because a lot of the times I'm able to film something and edit it, but I'm not able to like finish it and post it till a little bit later. So, with that, obviously, I appreciate your patience. It's, I know a lot of folks are, there's a lot of creators out there making stuff. So the fact that I wish I could keep up more, I'm sorry. But so I very much appreciate your patience. So yeah, honestly, please do it. Like, again, like the thing that I love about this channel and YouTube in general, that I like to use it for, is just sharing that, like I just have like that like fire where I just feel like I have to share it. And I want to like share that with folks. I know other folks are out there that love it as much as I do. So absolutely, man, just make a video, talk about what you want to talk about. And I don't know, there's always a linchpin that I think that pushes people over to actually wanting to do it. And I'm honored, if I'm able to contribute to you wanting to join the conversations, absolutely, because it's fun out here. It's interesting. It's scary. People are gonna say some silly stuff to you in the comments, but that's YouTube, baby. Sure. I have a couple of folks wanting, or at least like inquiring about. That's kind of what the interviews are for, like collabing as well. But by all means, I'm trying to kind of workshop ideas on how to do so. And I'm actually trying to workshop like maybe a type of video or podcasting concept where I can collab with folks kind of on the regular. So yeah, like by all means, like feel free to like keep in touch. And once I like kind of figure that out, and especially if you do start making some stuff, start seeing what types of like styles we can mix with. So definitely down to look into that in the future, man. And if anybody ever wants to collab, feel free to hit me up. I'm down to take a look and think about it. And the main thing really is just timing. That's the only thing. I'm usually down to do stuff like that if the vibes are right. Just sometimes it takes me a minute because, again, work sucks. So absolutely. Again, I thank you all for coming in. I don't know how many people are watching. I don't know how many people are watching this back. But again, I always appreciate it. I very much love you. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Smash that like button. Ring that bell. I don't know what the kids say these days. Used to be a subscribe and a downvote, or I'm sorry, a dislike button. You could see. You can't even do that anymore. So yeah, great stuff, guys. Again, happy 2024. Very much appreciate you, Colt Pug. Great talking to you, Mugen. Obviously, everybody else, all the silent watchers, love you, and I'll see y'all later. Have a great night and have a great rest of your weekend. Absolutely. Bye.